Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to Behind the Lens, where we will be talking to many fighters that will be fighting on the CSL 007 card. And today we have the man, the myth, the legend, Turkish Tam himself. How you doing, my friend?
Hello. Sorry, I live near an airport, so if you ever hear planes, yeah, right. Okay, so guys, welcome to the live. I'm really excited. And yeah,
He's looking good. He's feeling good.
I've got a slight black eye from training, but do you know what I mean? Other than that, I'm feeling fit. I've lost like 14 kilos in 3 months. Um, yeah, I've got 3 more kilos to lose. I'm struggling on that because now I've lost all my belly, I've lost everything. So now I'm just trying to find that extra weight to lose.
That's going to be tough, especially in this weather as well. When I mean, today's been all right weather-wise, but normally when it gets colder, it's a lot harder. When you can't really make those runs in the heat. But that's very commendable, losing that amount of weight. But obviously, you mentioned the black eye, and I want to go into your training camp in the build-up to this fight. I'm not going to ask about how that happened. It could be anything, to be honest with you.
No, I fought off 10 men in the streets to save a girl. So yeah.
God, it wasn't the XL bully by any chance that you tried to save.
Oh, God.
Nevertheless, how has training camp been, Turkish Tam?
Yeah, it's been good. I mean, to be honest, the first month of training camp, it was just about losing weight. I mean, my coach, Steve, from TKO Boxing, when I first came in, I was just fat. He looked at me and he said, well, you can't really box. You need to lose weight. So, I've been training with Steve a lot, doing one-to-ones, and he's just put me on loads of running, a lot of strength and conditioning, obviously cutting out all the kebabs and no desserts, no chocolate, nothing. So, to be honest, the first half of training camp was just literally just losing weight, a lot of running, hardly any boxing. The second month, last 2-3 weeks, I've been starting to spar a lot. I'm banking in the rounds, 10 to 20 rounds a week. I'm always sparring heavier guys as well. I'm going into this fight wanting a knockout. So yeah, that's the aim. I mean, I'm an entertainer. I haven't boxed my whole life. So I'm going in there to entertain. So yeah, I'm going for the knockout. I'm going to make it a fight.
Of course. You mentioned entertainment. For those of you that don't know, Turkish Tam is very, very active when it comes to TikTok and Instagram. Got about 30K followers on Instagram. I just saw one of his reel come out before this as well about the kebab, and she chopped off after that. But
I don't know what she's doing. Yeah, it stressed me out the whole night.
I mean, there's a few comments here. I mean, people talking about, do you want chili sauce? Do you want garlic sauce? I don't know what this is all about, but nevertheless.
Yeah. The part of my training camp as well, chili and garlic sauce, the essential ingredients, gives me strength. It makes my immune system stronger. I recommend it to anyone that's trying to lose weight. It's got to be fresh garlic sauce, though, not the garlic mirror that you get from an average takeaway. It's got to be like fresh made.
No, of course. I mean, you're talking about the weight loss as well. I guess baklava's not really been in your diet as well, because that
unfortunately not. No, but as soon as the fight ends, the first thing I'm doing is going to a Turkish restaurant. I am just smashing down kebabs, smashing down just every single dessert.
Of course,
I'm looking forward to that the most.
No, of course. I mean, Tam did mention he lives near an airport, so he might just get a flight to Istanbul and get some fresh baklava there.
Yeah, no, I'm actually going to Istanbul after the fight.
Oh wow! Okay,
yeah,
beautiful.
Yeah.
That'll be amazing as well. But speaking of obviously the fight itself, this is your second fight. You're 1-0. Your opponent, Matthew Burton, has a record of 6-2, so 8 fights. That's a lot of experience. Do you have some apprehension about that experience going into this fight?
Ali sent me quite a lot of fighters. Ali's done a great job matchmaking, and obviously I went through them with my coach Steve. And we watched Matt's fight, and he's got 8 fights, but the people he's fought against are, I mean, they don't even know how to box, so I wouldn't really counter his experience. I think he knows how to box. I'll give him that, but I just don't think he's going to match the same energy. Like I said, I'm going in there with a brawl. I've been working on sprints. I've been working on fitness. My main job is to entertain people, so I'm not going to go in there to box him. So I'm not worried about his experience. I'm going there to fight him. I'm going to make it a brawl. So, yeah.
I think a lot of people are looking forward to that as well. I mean, there's a question here, for example, from I'm not sure how you pronounce it, so do forgive me, my friend. But how does it feel to have all the Turkish and Azerbaijanis behind you for this fight, for example?
Yeah, it's exciting. It's a lot of pressure because the thing with my ethnicity, I'm sure it's the same with a lot of others, but losing is such an embarrassing thing. It's especially to the family as well. My dad's going to be watching, and if I lose, it's so much. It's so much more than learning from your losses. For me, it's an embarrassment. It's just I have to win. So going into the fight, I don't really have the outcome of I could lose. I'm going in there to win, and having obviously the Azeris and the Turks, it's great. I'm having so many messages and I'm overwhelmed.
Of
It
course,
gives
and
that
that
extra motivation, extra spirit. So yeah, it's all good.
no, of course, and I think going into a fight like this, which is your first on the CSL promotion, you're going to need all your fans, all your people behind you, backing you. Because, like, people might not know about Matthew Burton, but he's a wily old veteran. 8 fights is a lot of experience, especially when it comes to this sort of fight. I mean, Tam obviously did allude to some of his fights he has seen. I mean, some of the stuff we might have seen on Tam's social media was
Yeah.
the reel that he done with Dawood with the body shots. I mean, is that something that you've been implementing in this camp, or is that something a bit more of a laughing matter?
Yeah, I mean, you can tell from a few of his fights, he's been sort of knocked down with body shots. He's clearly, I don't know if he's a drinker or he's just not doing enough ab work, whatever. But I can tell he's got a bit of a weak spot in the body. So, I mean, if he keeps his hands down, we're not wearing head guards. It's 12-ounce gloves, so that's why I'm going in for the knockout. I just think if I land an overhand right, whether it's a right hook to his body or whether it's an overhand right to his head, I just don't think he's going to take it. I mean, he looks quite big in pictures, but he's quite small. I've had some people that have seen him train, and he's quite skinny. So I don't know if he's got a chin on him. He definitely hasn't got a body on him, but we'll see. I mean, yeah, I've got the power to knock him out. It's just if I land it.
That's all about, yeah. As a famous Conor McGregor once said, timing beats speed and precision beats power. So we will see that on the night. But of course, there's another question from Benjamino. I mean, we don't want to look too far ahead because, of course, the 14th of October is the pinnacle at the moment in terms of what's going on. But here's a question for you: when's the Misfits debut? Have you heard anything?
Yeah, I mean, I've signed to a management, Colossal Combat. Shout out to them. Shout out to Christian as well for onboarding me. Providing I can get a win in this, I'm confident I'm going to be on the next Misfits card. So, yeah.
That's what we like to hear. I mean, I don't know if that's an exclusive, but if it is, we'll take that right now. Exclusive bit of news from Tam. And just another question as well. I mean, is there a possible option for you to enter MMA, or are you strictly looking at boxing
I
right
honestly
now?
don't mind. I mean, yeah, I mean that would be quite. I don't know if my mum would probably kill. I mean, my mum doesn't even know I'm boxing yet. She's going to kill me when she finds out. But MMA, I think she'll probably have a heart attack. So I don't know. I'd like to. I don't really care, to be honest. I mean, have they got any MMA influencer?
At the moment, it's not very big, so there's always a gap in the market for someone like yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm up for anything, to be honest. If the payment's there, then then yeah, obviously, yeah.
No, of course. But of course, 14th of October is what we are talking about right now. It's a big fight. He's first, obviously, on the CSL. Another question as well that's kind of popped up is, I mean, I didn't know this. I mean, I'm not sure if you did, but did you box at uni by any chance?
Yeah, I did, yeah. I was boxing with Jawed, who was a world champion back in the day. I was in the boxing squad at uni. I never had a fight. I was actually supposed to have a fight in my last year, but then COVID happened, so the whole show stopped. But before that, I had a white collar fight, which is obviously the fight that you mentioned. I think I was about 18 or 19. It was one of them things where you sign up, you train for 8 weeks, and then you fight someone. And I managed to get a win, split decision. So yeah, I've got I definitely know how to box. I'm not entering the influencer boxing thing as a complete amateur. I'm entering it with a bit of skill. So a lot of people, I know a lot of influencers have been doing this for 2-3 years, but I've trained at uni for 2-3 years on and off. So I'm basically at the same level as them. 14th October, you'll see anyway. So
Yeah, make sure if you people haven't bought tickets, make sure you buy tickets. Of course, 14th October is the place to be. And just, on top of all the fighting that's been taking place, how have your family kind of reacted to you taking part in this and kind of making that lifestyle change as well? I mean, you mentioned how much weight you've lost, but how have your family kind of taken to this as well?
yeah, my mum keeps saying I look like a skeleton, and apparently it's very unattractive, and I need to go back to being fat. But obviously, to parents and especially mums, being fat is handsome for some reason. Yeah, I mean, my dad I don't know what my dad said, to be honest. He just said, "Oh, fair enough. Okay, I guess I'll watch it," and that's it. My mum, she doesn't really know. I'm probably gonna tell her it's like a sparring session and not actual boxing, and then after the fight, I'll probably tell her. My dad's side, they're all eager to watch me. My mum's side, yeah, they think I'm an idiot. So yeah, but no, I'm really, there could be 10,000 people watching me, but if my dad's watching me, then everything's on the line for me. So I'm really excited. Yeah.
No, of course. I think that is definitely one of the pinnacle for most people if they get to see their parents proud with a smile on their face. And this is probably another question kind of alluding to that. I mean, Yusuf asked this question. How does it feel to be a Turkish man coming into this fight, knowing that in your history, it's always victory on mind? What motivation is that for you, knowing the standards are high? I mean, I don't want to make it too political, but I mean,
Yeah,
I'm being
no,
realistic.
yeah. Damn, I don't think it's motivation. I'm more scared to lose, to be honest. I'm nervous, but you know what? Nerves is good. I'm using the nerves in the right way. Gives me that extra energy. So yeah, I'm
You're
I'm fighting
eager.
in that spirit.
Of course, you're eager and enthusiastic. And I guess what other people do want to know and what I want to know as well is what is your message to Matt Burton 1 month out before this fight? The floor is yours.
Um, Bro, I mean, I take it. If I was Matt, I'd take it as a win if I make it the whole fight. If I make it to the end, and even if I still lose, I take that as a big win. I'm genuinely the energy that I'm kind of coming to that fight. Just every single second, I'm going to be punching. I'm going to be coming forward. I don't care about taking his punches. He can land his hardest shot on me. I still won't care. As soon as I land one right hand, one left hook, he's gone. I mean, 12 ounces and no headgear. It's just, yeah. I mean, but yeah, if he makes it the whole fight, I'll be very proud of him, and he should be proud of himself. So if I was Matt, I'd just aim to last the whole fight. You don't want to get changed into a shish kebab, bruv, because you'll get changed into a meme.
There, you've heard it from the horse's mouth himself. And for those of you people who are asking in the comments, the fight is on October the 14th. Make sure to check out Combat Sports League, where you have all the information. And if you're not sure, you can always message Turkish Tam as well. He'll have all the information for that.
Yeah. If
But
you DM me on Instagram, I can sort you out with tickets and stuff like that. Yeah.
stuff like that. But I think for now, I think that's all the snippets we need. Thank you, everyone that's joined in as well into the interview. Thank you, Tam, once again for joining the live. And we will see you guys very, very soon. I mean, there is an interview later tonight at 6:15 where I'll be speaking to Omar Ibrahim. So make sure you attend that as well. But any departing words, Tam, before we end the live?
I'm going to change the gentleman into the shish kebab, 14th October. Make sure you book your tickets. And yeah, I appreciate the love, everyone. I do read everyone's messages. Genuinely, I can't wait. First round knockout is incoming. If it doesn't happen, I'm going to pour garlic sauce on my head.
There, you heard it. Thank you, everyone. Until next time, peace.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.